Hi, I'm Corinne Baulcomb, and I'm the Program Director for the MSc in Ecological Economics. As far as my background goes, I studied an undergrad degree in marine science, and then I came to the University of Edinburgh in order to study ecological economics. When I got here, I realized that ecological economics was a great fit for my interests. I was concerned with understanding how humans relate to the environment and how the interaction between humans and the environment affects our possibility for a sustainable future. And one thing led to another, and here I am leading a program that I was a student on more than 10 years ago. In the program, we have 4 core courses. One of them is kind of theoretical and conceptual in nature. That's the course Foundations in Ecological Economics, and that course is all about understanding the answer to the question, what is ecological economics? And the rest of our courses are all applied courses. 2 of them are methods-focused courses, where you end up analyzing data and practicing using methods, interpreting data to make recommendations and decisions related to real sustainability issues. And the final course is a course that involves conducting a small research project in groups as a kind of warm-up to doing your independent dissertation. So we start the year with more individual work and informal teamwork, and then we move our way into formal teamwork and much more applied work in the second semester. And then that transitions again over the summer into your individual research projects where you research a question that is of relevance to ecological economics with the support of a supervisor, and that then takes you to the end of the program where you graduate as a new ecological economist. One of the things that we pride ourselves on in the MSc here is that it is very hands-on and it is quite applied. So all of the courses except the concepts course, Foundations in Ecological Economics, operate using flipped classroom pedagogies. So it means we're not spending class time just talking at you where you're listening to long lectures. We spend a lot of time in class interacting with real problems related to sustainability. And what we do is teach you how to use methods to generate data and analyze that data in order to understand something about sustainability problems, and on the basis of that analysis and understanding, make recommendations. And that might be recommendations for further research, or it might be recommendations that might be of interest to a policymaker. Through that process of working with data and being more hands-on, students get a lot of familiarity with the field, and they can decide kind of where they want to take their career. Are you more a qualitative social science person? Are you more a quantitative person? Do you want to keep working with ecosystems but bringing in people as and when you have the opportunity? All of these are kind of options that are open to you and that we support you exploring. The MSc in Ecological Economics does have a study tour. The nature of that study tour has evolved over time, and of course the pandemic will continue to affect it for a little while, I guess. What we do on the study tour is we go to a spot and where we have some partners on the ground who have posed for us a particular research question. And as a class, we design a project that will help us answer that question and then share that information back with the people who have asked it of us. And that has gone, it's been sort of outside of Europe in the past, and going forwards will be inside of Europe, and the exact location kind of depends on the year and the circumstance that we find ourselves in. Obviously, with the pandemic, it's been more challenging to run study tours, and so one of the things that we can do is separate the field trip component from that research project component and do research projects locally, and then do a field trip where we study people's responses to sustainability problems, to trying to make something in the world a little bit more sustainable. The students who come to ecological economics have a really wide variety of backgrounds, but there's normally the 2 biggest subgroups come from either a natural sciences background or a conventional economics background. I would say on average maybe 40% of the cohort falls into each of those camps. And then outside of that, we often will have some people with a mathematics background or a philosophy background, maybe a history or political science background. And all of those backgrounds have something to contribute to ecological economics. The reason for that is the field is very, very interdisciplinary, and it sees the value of bringing together insights from a variety of different fields in order to understand the sort of complex systems that exist today. So if you're interested in the program, then feel free to reach out to us, and we can have a conversation one-on-one to see if your specific background would make you a good fit for the program and likely to succeed in it. In order to get a place on the MSc in Ecological Economics, you need to have a equivalent, I guess, to a UK 2-1 undergraduate degree, so kind of upper class honors degree. And the admissions team here can translate undergraduate degrees from anywhere in the world. There's the possibility to consider people who have had non-traditional pathways through education or who have other degree outcomes if there's sufficient professional experience. So that's another thing that you can get in touch about, and we'd be happy to explore with you. Graduates from the MSc in Ecological Economics go on to a really wide array of careers. We have people who have gone into civil service and government, people who have gone on to be activists, people who have gone into the big, the big four consultancy firms. We have people going into startups, and over time, I think approximately a third of our graduates eventually do a PhD, though many of them don't go into a PhD straight away. They will work for a while, and then when it becomes the right time in their career to do a PhD, they will move into that space. We have people who have also gone into academia and remained in academia. So there are many options for ecological economics graduates. The key thing is to think about how you can build on what you've done already and combine that with the opportunities you have on the program to kind of move yourself into a new direction that you find to be interesting. So why come to study ecological economics at the University of Edinburgh and SRUC? Well, the first reason is that you'll be studying an interdisciplinary field in a very interdisciplinary setting. The University of Edinburgh's School of Geosciences and SRUC collectively have an incredibly wide range of expertise and cultivate an interdisciplinary research and teaching space, and that will be directly to your benefit. Another reason to study the MSc here is that our program is really designed to facilitate you developing not only academic skills, but also a wide range of transferable skills that you can build on in your career. Through our flipped classroom teaching and our focus on applied problem solving, you're going to learn not only about ecological economics, but how to function as an ecological economist, and you'll have skills that you'll be able to take into a wide array of fields going forth from the master's program. You'll be confident in your ability to contribute to sustainability, problem solving in the future. A final reason I'll give you to come to study ecological economics here at SRUC and the University of Edinburgh is that the teaching team is very focused on your success as a student. We care a lot about everybody making progress from wherever they start and gaining new skills and new competencies as you go through the program. You'll get to know the staff well, you'll get to work in small groups with staff and students, and you'll get to know each other very well. You'll be able to join a network of graduates and alumni who are spread all over the world, working in many different fields, and you'll stay connected through that network to the program over time. The MSc here is the longest running MSc in Ecological Economics in the world, and joining that history, joining that legacy will put you in a good place to continue working on sustainability problems in the future.